Tribe say peace, 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 peace. What's up, Soul Tribe? Yours truly. I think this is the earliest I've done a more conversation in months. In months, the earliest. It's probably been a minute since I've done a morning conversation as well. But we're going to do one this morning because why? I got to get his money away. CEO Flex. Look at that. We got CEOs in the chat. Y'all ought to be thankful. Y'all ought to be grateful. You got CEOs in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Man, let me have some audio. Thank you, Spirit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We can do something this morning. Y'all can hear me. If I can hear myself, y'all can hear me. What's up, everybody? First and foremost, with the hands put together, please, please, please forgive me. I wanted to go live last night at 11:11, right? And there was a reason. But the body said, your ass been up since 3:30 in the morning trying to trying to finish a proposal that's probably about 25, 30 pages long. Yeah. But I did it. All by myself. Now listen, that proposal, that one proposal presentation, it's gonna be straight. It's gonna be good. Welcome back. So that's why I didn't go live, but that's all right. We're gonna get his money away. I got 2 more clients. We'll do one today. Then the doors of the church will be open, as they say. No, I'll be able to open back up personal readings. I can't do it. I've always been of the mindset, especially when it comes to business, right? Especially when it's a one-man show, one-man operation. You got to keep that shit right. So why would I be going trying to do new readings, right? And we took care of the old. Welcome back, everybody. Now, this live stream is intended for information, clarification, confirmation, mixed with a little entertainment only. That's it. If you're coming for anything else, I don't know what to tell you. Now, hold on for a minute. It look like my little thing. I mean, you know, this thing in front of me. It used to be hacked, but I think, hold on, whatever I did to pay for it to fix it, because I couldn't fix this shit. I ain't no techie person. Bam, it's there. We good. All right, y'all. Here we go. We getting ready to get ready. Thanks for the bucket gifts. Anything you put in the bucket now is anything you put in the bucket. Serious though. Just give me a minute. I have these here heart-to-heart care kit, heart-to-heart homeless care packs. Let me tell y'all something. When you doing what I do, meaning that you out in the trenches, you out there. It ain't easy now. When you out there and you seeing it with your eyes, you experiencing it yourself, you feel the energy, it's a different feel. And then now you get to see the evolution of homelessness in terms of, for me, from 1991 when I first started doing outreach, offering outreach services. So I dedicated kind of like my education, right, or my knowledge to help the less fortunate. I don't know how many prisons, jails, and hospitals, and all these type places I've been to minister, to counsel, or to just motivate people. No shit. So when you've done it back then and then you look at it now, it's the same foundational society, institutionalized reality. And I'm going to tell you something. All it takes is one national crisis. One national crisis. As they say, God forbid a global crisis. Just say a national crisis. You could have anywhere from 1 to 5% minimum of the population. So that's going to be at least 300,000 to about 1.5 million people go homeless instantly. Meaning that they lose, okay, I don't know what your book say and what everybody else say. I define homelessness or homeless as if you a person, let's say these days, if you ain't got a roof over your head, that you have a signed lease or some kind of agreement or mortgage with your name and the homeowner or the property owner's name on it, saying that you live there for a certain amount of time, then in my definition, you are without a home or a place or a dwelling. You're homeless. Now, if you, now that we've come to that, or I've shared that point, then the second thing is, how many people do you know that lives with somebody else? Whether it's their mama, they grown though, their mother, their father, sister, brother, they child, they auntie, they cousin, they family, they friend, co-worker, baby mama, baby daddy, stranger. You see what I'm saying? That's a lot of people. So as far as I'm concerned, when you look at the statistical data, it does not define homelessness in terms of people not having a home or a place of dwelling. They define it as people who are going into Salvation Army, Red Crosses, missionary charities, homeless shelters around the country. And then they don't get all that population. I can go in there, man. Let me tell you something. I can go in some of these huge agencies off the street. We ain't gonna call no name. Y'all know them. They in your city. And let's say I show my ID, I fill out some paperwork to either get food or sign a list or sign in sheet, whatever it is, folks. Even if I don't show no ID. once I sign it, to get that meal, right? That signature and that form can be duplicated to whereas for you in that one meal, they're saying to donors, contributors, state, local, federal government that disperses these monies. That they gave me a meal every day last year. Each one of them meals might be $10, $15 from the government. When you've been around and you know what I know, my approach is going to be a slap in the face because they can fix this shit. They don't want to fix this shit. If you can spend $38 billion to go get one damn man in Venezuela and bring him to New York City, you can fix this shit. It's a slap in the face to society. It's a slap in the face to the governments on all levels. It's a slap in the face to the church. It's a slap in the face to the religious community. It's a slap in the face. Because everybody is just one paycheck away from being homeless. Okay. Let's say, let me give you so you'll see why the population of homelessness or people without a residence that they pay for, that they got a lease, a mortgage, or some kind of agreement from the property owner, where they lay their head. You know how many millions of people don't have that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you know how people don't have that? Millions. Millions. So that's two categories. Oh, do I need to go further? You got co-workers, you got people every day that you go to work with. You go to school with them, whether it's college or whatever. And little did you know, you sit beside somebody, whether they're an adult or a child, and they homeless. So if I can get up, let's say, I got a mortgage or I pay a lease every month, mortgage every month. Let's say I got a car note. Let's say I got all utilities. Let's say I got all food. Let's say I got everything. I'm responsible for everything. Every month, every damn 30 days. And my main source of income is gone. Not because of me, because this company decided to say, you know what, we're gonna go out of business, or we're gonna lay off 500 people. Now you got to take that last paycheck and pay all those bills one more time to enjoy what you've been enjoying every month while you're working. And then you lose it. And when you have to call somebody else and say, I need a place to go, I need somewhere to go, that is one of the most mind awakening, humbling experiences that most people take. And then you have the population of people who choose to be homeless. There are millions, but you ain't never going to see the statistical data on it, on these groups that I'm talking about. If I'm living with someone else and that person lose their source of income, and I'm homeless, I ain't got nowhere to go, and that person lose their source of income, now it's two people homeless. Let me say this to y'all right quick here again. We're one national crisis away from at least instantly 300,000 to 1.5 million people becoming physically homeless, not remotely homeless. Remotely homeless to me means you live with somebody else. It ain't your shit. It ain't your place. Right? But it's a humbling feeling. But let me tell you something. So from 1991 to 2026, when I go outside, get in my vehicle, and drive to these encampments in Houston, these are just the outside element encampments. And there are, in Houston alone, I would probably say just spots where this group of people congregate is in the hundreds, if not a few thousand. You got parks throughout Houston full of homelessness. So if they wanted to get rid of it, they can. So my approach now, and I've done this before, but my approach now is definitely in 2026, you have to take the need to the people, because if they go to agencies, they're going to be cherry picked over. You'll be surprised at how many millions go through the Catholic Church and Catholic charities every year. How many hundreds of billions? Hundreds of billions. It's connected to U.S. aid and everything, folks. They don't want y'all to know this. You got people who are making 7, 8-figure a year income, salaries, and they ain't never fed a homeless person in their life. Not to mention been homeless or been out there amongst them 7, 8 figures a year. Big ass damn office. We're going to pull a name, and then we're going to pull a couple of cards here. Morning conversation. And the winner is. Now, you don't, because I'm late, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff to whoever celebrated. All right, Divine Rising. Now, in here, it does have tickets. Now, because I'm late, you don't have to be here, but hopefully you'll know I'm going to update the title so we can say who the winner is, right? Because that person may not be in the line this early in the morning. They was waiting on my ass last night at 11:11. But we got all the tickets in here, okay? And when I pick a ticket, I'm gonna be looking in the camera so y'all won't see me. He looking in the can, he got a mark. I ain't got shit mark. I did call the name. Yeah, I called the list. Let's call it out one more time so y'all know. If I call your name, you got some raffles. Ivory, I ain't got but 5. Denise, why you got 5, Ivory? Because I gave over $300. And they're $1 a piece. Denise, 5. Veta or Vita, 4. Cancerian girl, 4. Natasha G, 1. Juanetta, 1. Tarika, 1. Wanda, ooh, 19. Damn. Jessica, 5. Kathy, 2. Kim, 1. Roshonda, 6. Sierra, 1. The one has got 4. Jamila, 2. Daphne, 4. Erica, 1. Deborah, 4. Yolanda, 1. YM, 1. Letitia, 1. Y'all don't know these people. They know who they are. Nayla, 2. This name here, I'm not going to even try to pronounce it because it's not a name. But they got 2 raffle tickets. And when they come in the line, I don't know who they are because okay, this is the name. I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm gonna spell it. EJSOARABOVEITALL. That's got to be a robot or AI or something. That can't be real. Anyway, you got 2 tickets. If I pull your name, I know that's a miracle. Kim R, we got 5. Rachel, 2. K. Elam, but that's our moderator. But that's not. I think that's the way it came across. Whatever the Cashapp or whatever, right? Grace, 2. Ida, 2. Ancient Gardner, 1. Shirley R, 2. There they go. If I call your names, come get your money. And we're going to do this more often. Once a month, somebody going to get shot. All right, here we go, y'all. Now, I'm going to look in the camera. I'm looking in the camera. Ain't nothing on these tickets. All right, we'll get a winner. Hopefully I pull your ticket. Hopefully I pull your ticket. You get the $100 cash, dollar bills. All right, here we go. I got one. I'm going to set it aside. I got one. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to get the camera and show y'all the receipt. There you go. That's the winner right there. CIARA. CIARA, you the winner. $100 cash. Here go her ticket number. I'm assuming it's a she. So I'm going by these last 4 numbers. 8747. How many tickets did she have? I don't think CIARA had too many tickets. I don't think CIARA had too many tickets. She had 1 ticket. There she go right there. I'm gonna put CIARA right by her ticket. Her name is right above this ticket. That way y'all can see the receipt. There it is right there. One ticket. She was the 13th person to get a raffle ticket. CIARA, look at that. 8747. My numbers match. There it is, y'all official. Hey, we gonna do this here on some other stuff too. Hold on. There it is, right there. I'm holding it, I'm pausing it just in case she come or y'all want to screenshot it. There it is, right there, y'all. Mm-hmm. That's your winner, CIARA. Everybody drop a comment. Congratulations, CIARA. You got $100 cash. You got $100 cash. Alright. That's good stuff though. Hold on. 6:17 a.m. Winner. Yep. Bam. It's done. It's diddy done. CIARA, if you in the live, hit me up. You got the winning, you got the Willy Wonka ticket. CIARA got the Willy Wonka ticket. Alright, where my stapler at? That's alright, I'll get it out of the drawer. I can staple that ticket right there. Man, CIARA. Yeah. CIARA, you got 48 hours. 48 hours, CIARA. What's the day? Today Wednesday? Okay then. You got to Friday, 6:17 a.m. CIARA, you are the winner. Ticket number 8747. Morning conversations. So, when I do morning conversation, I usually don't have no title. I just throw that in there. And the winner is CIARA. 8747. 6:17 a.m. 1726. Okay. But now listen, folks. That same group of people, homeless, talking about the homeless people. And now that we know that they're everywhere, they living with people, sleeping on couches, sleeping in rooms, sleeping. Yeah, they just ain't got nowhere to go. Whether it's family, whoever helping them. You without a home. That's classified homeless, right? Okay. In these encampments, we'll have like 9 zones. Now, I'm giving y'all some information because y'all getting ready to see something very, very beautiful happen. Now, I'm not trying to put nobody on the spot. I'm not trying to put the city of Houston pastors, leaders. I'm not trying to put. I'm just utilizing 37 years at least experience of being in the trenches. Right? Now, check this here out. So you'll have 9, we'll have like, and not this office, the other office. I went out and these 9 zones. I went out in Google Earth, a map of Houston. I'm giving y'all facts because I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity for those that might be interested in like helping people, right? It's not just homeless people too, by the way. but that's the bulk of it. But on this map, I Google Earthed it, serious, screenshot it, and then took it somewhere and had it blown up. So now I got my own personal city map from Google Earth. Thank you, Google Earth. I physically looked at the map and then I got in my car and I drove around to major sectors of the city, like Southwest Houston, North, South, right, East, um, and then they have a whole lot of neighborhoods. So within or inside of the Beltway 8, if you know about Houston, that's the Sam Houston. And so it's just a big old huge circle around the city and the surrounding areas with the Beltway 8. But then the loop, the 610 loop, then it's the loop around the city. And it's a big ass loop, right? All right, so that's the Houston greater area or greater Houston area, okay? Now, these 9 zones will be designed to whereas we pull up Storehouse Outreach, we pull up as a coordinators in so many different areas, not just helping the homeless, but even feeding them. So as a chef, that's something that was always easy for me to do. And that was usually the main need, something to eat. So we'll have a huge tent, right? And underneath this huge tent is just set up a whole bunch of food. Now this food gonna come from yours truly, along with people like y'all and people in the local community here in Houston and restaurants. Okay. So the plan is to show up at these zones. First, feed the need, right? You got a full belly, you feel better, right? You got some energy, you got some nutrients, right? All right. But before you eat, there's another tent you can go in, and there's this big truck pulls up. So instead of, if you can imagine somebody riding around in a van or a pickup truck or the SUV, and they are doing mobile car wash, like high pressure, right? So imagine this big tank pull up, and it's got nothing but nice clean water in it, sprayer and pump. So now inside this tent, you got individual portable showers, about 8 to 10 for starters. Okay. So now these people, you'll be surprised now. Some people say, well, where do I go? Okay, well, just like you got that truck with clean water, you got another truck with wastewater. Ain't nobody gonna be shitting. You're taking a shower. So that water's not just going into the ground or on the parking, wherever we are. It's being funneled and it's going to be, and it's pumped. It's being funneled because these portable showers is like a platform. So you step up on it because underneath it is like a big tub, like, right? Y'all got it? So you can take up 5 to 10 minutes in the shower. You can do about 10 showers before this big tub underneath the platform fills up. Okay, now they cleaned up. Dignity. Yes, you don't get the wrong mindset. You ask most homeless people, If you could do something right now, what would you do? Man, I'd go take me a shower, put me on some clean clothes. Y'all hear me? That's just knowing this. I go take me a shower and put on me some clean clothes. So that's the first thing you'll be able to do when we pull up and we set up and we're there for hours. One zone. Okay? Now you can shower, woo, 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 woo. You get through shower, you get through doing your hygiene. Now you got a table you can go to where there might be a company, that a clothing company or whoever, or including our merchandise. So you got another tent. And you can just go out of your shower. You took your nice shower, boom. Before you go in the shower, we got donations. So we got all size clean, brand new underwear, t-shirts, shorts. You know what I'm saying? And if nothing else, if it's a man, it's a pair of jeans, a pair of pants. If nothing else, a shirt. Put on. Then you go in there and take your shower. Right? We got a barber at a tent, ready to cut your hair, groom you up. By the time you get to me, I'm gonna be everywhere, but by the time you get to my tent, we finna get you something good to eat. We got counselors. You need somebody to talk to. We got people from Houston Public Housing to be there. You need, for the family, the women with the children that's homeless. Because if you go homeless, let's say a woman, she lose her place today and she got a couple of kids. Okay, if she called down to Houston Public Housing, guess what they gonna tell her? She gotta get on the waiting list. So I'm working with the city of Houston like I did with Detroit, Michigan under Mayor Dennis Archer, and W.W. Harrington like I did in Memphis, Tennessee, and say, hey, look, guys, don't forget what Jesus said now in that book, when I was homeless, when I was hungry, when I was this and that. All y'all got to do, Mayor, is this. Support it. It's as simple as that. And put these people that qualify. Number one, they qualify because they homeless. Have a certain amount of units in your public housing complexes. A certain amount of units. That's for emergency housing for homeless people. You ain't got to go build shit. For the other sector of the people, segment, you go out and these people going to be congregating near Minute Maid Stadium, ITN. You know this, and 59. They know this. Where you going to put them at? Are you going to just tell them they got to go? And go where? They're just going to go to and congregate where? Gather somewhere else. You ain't solving the problem. So since they are there, I'm gonna run it. Let me run it. Let me coordinate it, and I promise you, Houston will be a model for the rest of the country. Because now I can go out, have the city come out, and like they got a construction zone. Listen to me. If you're going to do it, do it. If you want to save image, if you want to make it look like when visitors, when people come to Houston, when you coming down 10, or when you, any of the interstates going through downtown, underneath these freeway folks, it's homeless encampments for miles. And these people are there. Okay. So let's say in the downtown area, man, I'll make it look like an oasis, to whereas when visitors come to town and say, wow, they driving in their car or whatever, and they look over there, or they come down there and they look down, they be like, damn, they got big, beautiful neon signs, and they telling you what they're doing, and everybody seems organized. Homeless people walking around in clean clothes. They got TVs that they can go and gather in some meeting area and watch TV. They got heat rooms. They got heat zones. They got AC zones. Yeah, they got all. They can do all this shit. And these people are not going to be walking the streets. The ones that's walking the streets, pick them up, take them downtown, and then take them to a mental health institution or hospital or somewhere and get them off the street. Don't put them back out there. Say, look, you're going to get your ass off the street and get some help so you can help yourself and stop being a threat to other folk. Or we just let you sit down here in a nice, comfortable cell. We ain't going to treat you like a regular criminal. Because you mentally, you got issues. But you can be in here for crime if we don't go ahead and do something. So we're going to leave you right here. We ain't going to let you go back there. That's one off the street. You got to have a community. These are people. So you got to have community. You got to have a community. When you go to the Woodlands, when you go to the Heights in Houston, or when you go to the Galleria area, whatever, they got their community. Chinese, they got their community. Italians got their community. Jews got their. Everybody got their main community. Right? The hood got their community. So these are people, so you got to have a community of some sort for these people. Thereby solving instantly 33% of your homeless problem. Solved. 33% right there off the bat. Because homeless people have dignity. The ones that's mentally ill. The ones that's on drugs, you catch them doing drugs, they own drugs, okay, take them to a treatment facility. Well, we don't have, you're a damn lie, we do have the money. This Texas. They send shit to the moon. They got all this oil, all these damn cows, beef. Not to mention natural resources, electricity, gas, all that shit. They got money. And you duplicate this here in 9 different zones. A tiny home community is going to pop up out of this here. Right now, I'm looking at 3 plazas where there used to be several businesses in a plaza. Parking lot abandoned, buildings abandoned, all this shit. Right? So I can easily flip these facilities into zones. So now you have some intact infrastructure. And by the time I get through, and I already have the design layout for these zones and the design layouts for these here abandoned plazas, schools, all of this. No, I ain't trying to say these is gonna be homeless encampments, FEMA, and y'all be all scared. I ain't finna get involved in that shit. I'd rather do this here shit with the support of the public than to have to get any penny from the government. Serious. And that's where I am on it right now. So I took $10,000 of my own money last year in 2025 to relaunch behind the scenes, but not sharing a whole lot. This is the most that I ever talked about it. But behind the scenes to relaunch something that I've been doing for years. I may not have been doing it. In other words, there's not been a time in my life, no year, that I didn't just pull up on somebody that's homeless. Like if I feel comfortable with pulling up on you or something like that, man, I done pulled up so many times, recent, not just recent, but over the years, and just be a blessing to people. I'm not talking about money. If my energy, if my intuition say, look, boom, I done pulled up with bag. Here, man. Here, ma'am. Here, sir. And when they go in there, I don't stay. As I'm just being a blessing to you. Get back in my vehicle and pull off. When they go in that bag, my intuition or what I perceive that I can help them, it's in that bag. So we're going from that bag to these heart-to-heart homeless care pack. And so what I'm doing now is putting together a complete pack behind the scene so that you'll see this whole complete homeless care pack is about $700-800. It'll service 4 people. Let me tell you why somebody say $700-800. Okay, you on the streets. You ain't at your mama house. You ain't living with somebody. You ain't in no shelter. You ain't. You on the streets. You on the street. So the number one thing these days that people need on the streets is something to carry whatever belongings they have. Whether it be a backpack, book bag, duffel bag, Walmart, Target bag, grocery store bag, pillowcase, trash bag. That's what they need. Something to transport whatever belongings they have. So I'm out there in the trenches asking them, putting together lists, compiling lists, what y'all call data, receipts. And the number one thing is something to transport or carry their personal belongings. Because in most cases, what you see is all they got. So to bring some dignity to that, one of the main things in the kit is a cart on wheels, right? Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna pull it up the next time and I'm gonna read it to y'all. Some of these emails. I had a mother and a child to text me and said, Chef Sly, that cart changed our daily lives. That one cart changed our daily lives. Now, if you watch the beginning of the video, as I've already stated, anybody can become homeless, even if you just look at it from a job standpoint. That's not counting losing your job. That's not counting domestic violence. That's not counting other things. Anyway, so Now they're able to take that cart and put their belongings in. All right, so that's one part of the kit. These kits starts at around 60, $70. The carts on wheels. So that's one part of the kit. One item in the kit. Now, let's say at night, you ain't at the shelter. You in the elements. You don't have a car. You don't have the money to get a storage unit. You don't have the money to get a hotel. You out there. All right. So throughout the day, your mindset, and I've rode with people on the bus. And when it gets close to getting time where they getting ready to chill for the night, they got a spot that they can go to and feel safe. Not all, some of them just congregate and they just be out wilding out. I understand that. I'm not trying to help everybody, but those that, So now in that cart, there's a pop-up tent. And in that tent, there's a cot, C-O-T, to lay on. All right. There's sleeping bags, right? There's a cooler. There's thermal. There's a disposable barbecue grill. It's like a rack light. All right. So that by the time you start getting, you got blankets or whatever the case is, and then they're clothes. So you got all this, so you got different size. So a full, what I call a full cot, that you can put your tent in, you can put everything in. That cot is that cart on wheel is about $150. So I'm taking my money, I already did it, taking my money to put together a complete heart to heart. All right. Somebody might say, well, I ain't got no 700 and some dollars. We're not asking nobody for no money. I'm just sharing with y'all what we're doing here. And you'll watch what happens. But you might say, okay, Sly, okay, Ivory, I can go up to Walmart, Target, where I live, and get a duffel bag. I can get a $15 Walmart little small cooler. And you can ship it from Walmart to Walmart or from Target to Target or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying as far as national chain. Or you can send it to our mail room here and we'll get it here. However you want to do it. So that's only $15. There's a big box of clothes on the way from Orlando, Florida, as I speak. Okay, it's coming straight here. So now we have a storage unit. I call it the storehouse unit or storage unit, right next door to the office building, public storage. So in there, that's the small storehouse for starters. So whatever you seeing is gonna go over there. So now with Metro, which is the public transportation, so in that same proposal that I had to put together over the weekend, that's about 35, 40 pages. There's a section of it for Metro, proposal to Metro public transportation here in Houston, which you call the city bus, right? So the city will allow Metro to have bus cars. So there'll be certain bus routes. But here's the thing. Some homeless people, it's a hustle. They'll take that bus car and then they'll sell it to somebody. So the way we do it is the homeless person, they're gonna have an identification card when they come to us, right? That card, when they get on a public bus, if it's one of those routes that they can ride for free, Or they can use that bus driver, take that card, his or her card, swipe it, and let that person get on. Every time they swipe it, it's for the homeless. Okay, that solved that problem. Now they can get to where? The storehouse. They can get to the office here. I, I have a group that'll take them to the storage unit. And whatever we got that they need, we kind of like not leasing it, but let's say somebody come and get a cart. Okay, if you find you a place to stay, all we ask you to do is bring the cart back. Each one of those carts is gonna have property of Storehouse of Greater Houston, right? Then it'll have a number attached to it. You gotta do something, right? So if they don't bring it back, I mean, what are you supposed to do? We don't not be riding around. The whole thing is to help them while they're in their situation. Um, so I'm just giving y'all some of the things that's in this here proposal, because what happens now is once I meet with city officials and some pastors and some business leaders right here that I'm putting together here in this office, and so on and so forth, that's when everything really takes off. So that's what we're doing behind the scenes. Um, that's why I be coming up here to the office early in the morning, then go and get a video in like right now as early as I can, because once they start, I got to go back, change clothes, then come back up here. Now I'm in a corporate, so to speak, environment, right? So this is what your boy is working on right now. And when y'all see the end result, so to speak, you're going to be like, yeah, I remember him saying this, or I remember him sharing that, or I remember him back during, say, the Christmas. So this year around, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be helping, instead of 10 families, 100 families. So we'll have our Soul Tribe um, wish list or wish tree or something like that. Something so y'all can come up with the ideas, drop them in the comments. We don't want to do the copy of this. It's the same thing. The results. It's just the name is a little different because we're not connected with the Salvation Army. Angel Tree, their version of Angel Tree is old. People have been doing this shit for years. All right. So that Soul Tribe, that's y'all. So I'm giving credit to Soul Tribe, right? But that Soul Tribe wish list, right? Um, Angel list, whatever you want to call it. So we'll have 100 of these. Now it's not just for kids, but we got elderly people, kids, and then we got homeless people. So that's our Soul Tribe wish list. Because somebody, let me tell y'all something. I took two homeless families out to breakfast early Christmas morning. One of the families, I paid for their hotel for Christmas night so that they don't have to be on the streets Christmas night, because that mother and those two kids, she's never been homeless. And she didn't have family to help her, right? Whatever the case is. But at least they was not on the streets Christmas night. So if you want to know what I do, I don't celebrate the holidays. I take care of business on the holidays like a normal day. So that's where I was Christmas morning at IHOP, taking care of two families, right? So when y'all see me out in the trenches, so to speak, some of the meetings I'll get some footage and show y'all so you'll see. Okay, but sometimes even out in the trenches, as I call it, in the streets, street life, that street life. I'll share some of that, but I won't be holding the camera, and I may not be using my device, but somebody will. My point being is, then you'll see right there, and then now that's 9 zones. Let me wrap this here up. That's 9 zones in Houston doing the same thing that I explained rather. And then it's going to be a model to whereas now I'll go back to other cities that I used to do it in, at least for starters, which would be Detroit and Memphis, because there's a way. There's a way. I mean, it could be done. I got some glitter. There's a way that we're going to be doing it in other cities that the Soul Tribe here, y'all, if you are that type of person to where you're a humanitarian by nature, meaning that you like helping people, then get with us. Even if you want to serve as a volunteer, even if you don't live in Houston, there's ways that you can support it, and I will still classify you as a volunteer, and you'll be on our list. You know what I'm saying? And so anything that we do, you know that you are a part of a organization here, right? Even though you live in Boston, Massachusetts, or Cleveland, Ohio, wherever, right? So that's what your boy is doing right now. That has me busy. And as I stated, to relaunch what I used to do 37 years ago, right? I took $10,000 of my own money. There's other things that I wanted to do that I didn't want to just drop. So I had to I had to do something. I had to get space like where I am now, to whereas I still can do pretty much everything. Like I have another around the corner here. I have a location to where my whole jewelry display will be. So now the unk collection that I've been doing now for years, I have that. It's out of this office. Um, the Souls Journeys Network 99 Brands is out of this office. Brothers to Brothers is out of this office. Kemet 9 Cycle is out of this office. Uh, uh, Kemet Trucking is out. Kemet 9 Trucking is out of this office. Um, there are other people who have small businesses that utilizes, because I offer through the network, the Souls Journeys Network. Let's say like you got a business, but you don't have retail space. You want to meet with people, what have you. Like there's a new staffing service that I'll be working with that I can allow some of their applicants to come up here to the office, and then I have a conference room that they can go in there and go online and fill out the paperwork. So it's like a satellite office for a staffing service that's that's got a staffing agency back in Columbus, Ohio, but now they got a satellite office here in Houston, Texas. They expanded, and didn't even have to go and sign a lease or get a building, and they can have people. Yeah, there are trucking companies that I'll be working with, right? That they can have the people to come and start the beginning process. I can't administer and certify you taking your CDLs, but to take the test, yeah. Beep, 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 boop. I'd sit there and watch you fill out their application online and help you with that. There's so many ways these days you can do this here legally. Hustle. I'm done. So we got a winner, CIARA. Hold on, y'all. If y'all hold on for a minute, I got one more golden nugget, and then I'm gonna be gone. Because I got to get my day going. I got to get me some coffee. I ran up in here. Didn't get no coffee. Hold on, y'all. That's why they call it raw, live, raw, uncut, unedited. And for those of you who are still here, I appreciate you being here. Hey, listen. Um, so that's morning conversation. Morning conversation is just I might just be sharing, information or having a conversation that's has nothing to do with tarot. All right. Not only that, we're gonna start this here call in. So, for example, if you got something positive you want to share, um, we'll have this here and we can have a discussion. You'll be on the phone. Won't nobody know who you are, other than whatever name I share with them that you want me to share. And then we'll be doing that via phone. If you want to support what I'm doing, anytime you get a mini reading while I'm live, right? $19, and it's worth it. That goes into the bucket. That goes to the storehouse for these kids because, like I said, that one big cart, the top of the line, where you can put all of your stuff in, and it's huge. You can damn near lay in it. But anyway, So that cart ranged from 175 to 250. All right. But in that cart, folks, I mean, you got everything in there. You can cook your food. We got um, grill, where you had the little small propane tank, little small grills, and the griddle. You can have a griddle top, or you can have just the one burner, right? And you can even use the butanes that we have, or you can use the charcoals that we have. So people can. All this is in that kit. Clothes, new clothes, hygiene items, you name it. Uh, Cooking utensils, uh, cups, plates, a cup plate. If it's just one person, eventually we'll have a bicycle. One of the things that I'm doing in the Galleria, that we'll be doing in the Galleria area where I am right now, is okay. Anywhere in Houston, most people know where the Chase Bank Tower. Okay, it's a skyscraper, right? So anywhere in Houston, if you're on 16 and you go over overpass and you can see the skyline all around you, right? You go always see that tower. Okay, then there's another one, which is the Galleria Mall Tower. That's about 2 blocks from here, right? Uh, it's a huge tower mall, and you got, say if you wanted to get you some Louis Vuitton, right? Okay, Louis Vuitton has a space there in the mall, in the Galleria Mall Tower. But to make an appointment with that to go and shop there, you have to probably pay 10 grand. Okay, and then it's different because when you go in there, you might have 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know, an hour, whatever you pay for, and then they just come out and lay all of your items out there to you. Ain't nobody in there but you. Okay, my point being, folks, is this here. There's a lot of millionaires in, in this area, and there's a lot of homeless people. And I'm gonna tell you something. Just like me, just like you got some millionaires that they love to give. It's just that there's so many scams, and then there's so many agencies out there that's being flooded to whereas some people like to give to the small guy or to the little guy, to the little lady. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing it hands on, right? I like the hands on approach. When they say bring the tithe into the storehouse, that there'll be food in my house, all right, these folks ain't going to church every Sunday. So they can't go to the church to get food. Most churches don't. Most churches are not storehouses. So whatever tithe, and tithe is not money to me or 10%. A tithe to me is you just giving whatever you want to give. It ain't got to be 10%, but it's going straight to the storehouse. And then my concept is take the storehouse to the people. That's why we got the 9 zone. Because the people ain't gonna go to the storehouse where y'all collecting these tithe churches. So we're gonna take the tithe, whatever you give, put it in the storehouse. That's strictly for the people. And then we're gonna take it straight to the people. You're gonna be seeing it all over social media. When you start seeing homeless people, and we got this plan to whereas the homeless people, by the time they start coming here and having these roundtable discussions, and then y'all see it live on all of the social media outlets, and then you see these same people work together with the storehouse. Guess what? We were, hey, what do all of y'all? And this is my conversation when I be talking to my brothers and sisters. What do all of us have in common? When I say us, I include me because I want them to make sure that I'm a part of them. I can't just be out here, lollygagging and flogging and pretending. They know this shit. You can't run no game on nobody on the streets. But when I come, I be like, hey man, what all us got in common? Shit, we need somewhere to go. Okay, then let's go. So I'm gonna use my expertise, my education, my knowledge, my network, my contacts, put it all together, and say, hey, look, I got a brother. I got a no, he's not a brother, but I just call him a brother. It's a white guy, older guy, next door to me, his office. He's a commercial real estate investor, several properties. He waiting on me. Not so much waiting on me. He's waiting on me to bring him. That's why that proposal was so important. I got an accountant right here next door to me on the other side of me. I got law firms throughout the whole damn building. Real estate offices throughout the whole. I'm the only nonprofit in the building. And we have our monthly meeting. And they love them some Chef Sly. And we gonna get busy. Yep. And we gonna always run into people like this on the street, like this Jeffrey Epstein dude, whoever this Jeffrey Epstein, right? So you know how what time is? You know how when you see people on the street, sometimes you might see a guy or a lady, and they had a sign that says "Will work for food." So we got "Will work for food" donation cards. Will work for food donation card. It's about the size of a business card. You'll see them, but I be giving these away. Like this is a we got Starbucks. Starbucks give these here to us, and we give them to homeless people. All they gotta do is come by the office and pick them up. I don't just run to the streets and do it, right? We got laundry cards. We'll have food cards, barber cards, and we just take them and we just give them to people. But anyway, so a will work for food card. So instead of you seeing Starbucks, I'm not advertising for Starbucks YouTube. I'm just showing my Soul Tribe channel what I'm talking about. So a will work for food card. It's like a business card. So imagine you driving down the street and you get to an intersection in your city, in your wherever you at, and you always see these same few homeless people with them signs, right? And say, we'll work for food, whatever. Each one of these here will work for food card has a value, whether it's $1, $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever. Watch this now. Because I'm a genius, that's why. So you let your window down. And this might be a $1 card value. Or it's a business card, but it has different colors. It may be a $5 card. So instead of giving that person $1 when you let their window down, or $5, guess what? They gonna know about these cards and where they get them from. So you done gave them this card and said, look, this card worth $5. The address is on the card. They bring that card to my office and they got $5. But they say they'll work for food, right? There's something that they come and help out at the storehouse, storage units, whatever. They come and get this card. Or if you see a lady and you want to help them, or a guy and you want to help them, but you want to help them in a way, say, ooh, you know how we people, some of us can get, some of y'all with that Empress energy. Everybody think an Empress supposed to be just this is badass, this everybody. No, Empress embody all that shit, right? I'm talking to y'all that's out there that's got that sympathy, empathy energy, not sympathy energy. You be like, damn, I wonder what happened with her. I see that lady with them 2 kids every day. And they had their bags and they be at the bus stop. Right? It's through this here program that I'm coming up with that you can say, ma'am, here, in your city through the Soul's Journeys Network, right? But now check this here out. Ma'am, if you can, here's a card. It's the value card. This card is worth $20 or this card is worth $100. I just didn't feel comfortable with just coming and giving you $100. I don't like giving people on the street money, right? I like meeting the need on the street. And that woman could take this card. She says, I don't have no money to catch the bus. Guess what you can do? Now, if you want to, boom, you can say, okay, if you take this here card and you hop on that bus, that 85 Westheimer right there, that 82 Westheimer, the driver gonna know what this card is because they connected with the city of Houston. And that driver gonna let you catch that bus to this location right here. And when you get to this location, you stop at their receptionist. That's Miss Josephine. Gonna ring my phone and call me, and I'm gonna go up there and then meet you. And then all you do is sign for the card. Now I got a card. You need food? I got a food card waiting on you. It could be Applebee's, it could be McDonald's, it can be Burger King, it can be anywhere. If you really want to work for food. If you want to give somebody clothes to that lady and that child that you saw at that bus stop, okay, now they can take that same card and go because why? You've purchased some clothes and you know it's at the storehouse. We're going to make this shit personal. Now you can take that card, that person can go to the storehouse of Greater Houston and she can get them clothes that Sherry Blackwell sent her. And she don't know who the woman is. So just imagine if you do this 100 times a month, meaning that let's say if people start sending when they start sending clothes, okay, we're going to eventually have a website that's going to be up. And you're going to see that Heart to Heart Homeless Care Pack. And then when you click on that Heart to Heart Homeless Care Pack, you'll see what the immediate needs is up front. 1, 2, 3, itemized all the way down. So you might say, okay, then, like you might see women and then you might see clothes, right? Because that's part of the kit, part of the kit or the pack, right? And then you might see on the website there's a demand for women size 6 or size 7 or size 8, size 12, size whatever. So then now you can go to your local Walmart, Target, wherever you shop, wherever you live in America, and get that person something to wear. When they get here, guess what? We know because of the call-ins that we'll get of what these women are in need of, what these men are in need of, what these kids, the elderly, right, are in need of. And we're going to take it straight to them. Or they can come up to the office and get it. Because that's the way we're going to operate. We're going to take the storehouse to the people. At the end of the day, we're going to take the storehouse. We're going to take the need, the food, the need to the people. And so this office is basically kind of like operating as a hub right now so that these people can come here. There's all kind of fundraising projects that we got planned, the whole 9 yards. But it's getting ready to be really, really, really nice to be doing what I'm doing again after starting it 37 years ago. Out of the trunk of my car. What's up, Sherry? Everybody good? So we got to win the CIARA. You got the 6:17 a.m. Friday. You get your money. Y'all good? So anytime you get a reading, a mini reading, and I'm like, anybody need a mini reading right now? Anytime you need a mini reading, that $19 is going to the storehouse. When you got a $9 question, it's going to the storehouse. When you purchase jewelry, it's going to whatever. When I do your personal reading, not live, 33% goes to the storehouse. So if you got a reading, say it was $99, $100, right? $33 going to the storehouse, right off the top. And that's how I've been doing it. I took readings. Readings don't pay my bills. What it does is these readings that I do, and these questions that I do, part of that $10,000, a lot of it was from readings. And I just kept putting it aside, putting it aside, putting it aside. So I says, okay, so what do I need? And I remember what Pop said, man, you remember when you used to help all them people? Here I am in a hospital bed, in a nursing home bed, now you helping your pops. That's what you should keep doing. That's why I went back to doing this. I'm just going to be 1,000 pops. He said, because if you go out and you help people, man, that are less fortunate, that can't help themselves, even just for whatever reason, he said, God gonna always bless you. And you'll never be homeless. So that's what I did. So I took the monies from when y'all was getting readings, when y'all was getting readings, live mini readings, $9 questions, um, just giving money, period. Putting some money. When I was saying putting some, I was telling y'all back then, I was like, hey, y'all, you'll be surprised, them little dollar bills, them little 99-cent Cash App. I promise you, I can show y'all Cash App statements, and I get all of them. Since we had this channel, and you'll be surprised, right? There's been some of y'all that have supported the channel. Some have supported the channel to the point to where I says, oh, okay then. Let me go out here and get a tent. I still got a tent that a Soul Tribe right here, live. In fact, it was a moderator. That same tent I used when I set up and feed people. You see what I'm saying? There's another brother on the channel right here that have been very supportive. Okay, I went out and bought with that money commercial equipment. Y'all hear what I'm saying? To what? Feed the homeless. So I'm like, okay then, Pops. I see what you're saying, Pops. And I feel good. I feel like I felt when I popped that trunk and I used to drive down coming from work and going through downtown Memphis. And I'm like, damn, it's nighttime. These people still over here. I was young, 37 years ago. I said, man, let me go over here and help some of these people. I was a GM for a national restaurant chain, general manager back then. Right? And so that's how it all stopped. I was like, damn, I don't be seeing no church buses pull up and nobody else from the storehouse, where they collected the tithe and bring it to the storehouse. Why ain't nobody stopping over here feeding these folks? I didn't. I said, okay, then you asking that question. Why ain't you stopping? So I stopped one day. And when I stopped, I popped my trunk and I had sack lunches and clothes and hygiene items that I went and bought with my money that I was supposed to have been paying tithes. So I collect all my tithes for 1 month. I told Pat I wasn't even pastoring then. And I told the preacher what I told the pastor what I did. He said, "That's good. But next time pay your tithe." You ain't gonna do it. I'm finna do it for these people. That pastor to this very day feels some type of way about me. Eventually came back around. Because why? Now he watching this same member on the news, and you got 5 Kroger 18-wheel trucks pulling up on my parking lot with food. You got 5 Defense Depot semi trucks, pulling up on my parking lot for food. Now I'm working with another pastor, mega church pastor. This was your boy, young dude, back in the day. It all started out of the trunk of my car. So, doing the same thing. It's just a reenactment. So anytime you put something in the bucket, trust me, that bucket, how do you, to relaunch a program, it's not, it's a business, but I call it a program. But to relaunch a program from the bucket, that's badass. You got to be so disciplined to the point to whereas you it's like drip, 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 drip. Next thing you know, damn, it's been dripping now for over a year and a half. And I said to myself when Pops told me that, so when he passed in July of 23, everything from when he passed and he told me to do this, everything that go in Pop's bucket, on the back of the bucket it says Pops. He didn't put money in this bucket. But anyway, so I says, okay then. So from July 23 up until last year in March, I says, man, okay then. So let me go and get this little box. This was a gift. But let me go get this box. And in this box, it had all of, I'm going to get this box redone, but it had all of the bucket gift in here. From when I was doing readings and when y'all was putting money in the bucket. And I came $10,000 and came and posted up here. And here I am. So, 724. If you need a mini reading, if you want to support Storehouse Outreach of Greater Houston and our campaign for Heart to Heart Homeless Care Pack, put some in the bucket. You get reading, question, jewelry. I had a display up here. I'm just meticulous about shit. So I wanted to look a certain way. So it's looking pretty good. And then you can start getting your regular jewelry, other things that I'll be selling, protection items and things of this nature from a holistic standpoint. Just different services, right? The counseling, everything is done out of this office right here. So if you even book a counseling session, 33% of that session is going to go into the bucket. All right? All right. Eyes be going to go ahead and get my day going. Who we got here? What's up, Shamika? Everybody good? What's that? BOGM. Yolanda, what's up? What it do? Boss Lady Divine Tarot, what it did? Everybody good? Lady Divine. You see what I'm talking about? Damn, we got Jeffrey Epstein up in here and shit. I wouldn't want to pretend like I'm Jeffrey Epstein. Not even play. Yeah. What's up, Vera? What up, sis? What it do? What it did? What it did? What it did, sis? That's my sis, y'all. Dizzy. Is it Dazzy? I don't want to mess it up. Fierce Soul, what it do? Everybody good? Somebody says old ass talking this shit early in the morning. Get your ass up out of here. See, that's another thing about me. You know, hey, people on the street respect me in terms of they know I ain't coming soft. Don't come with that shit. I'm licensed to carry and I carry. I'm licensed to carry and I carry. You best believe. I ain't be running and fighting and all that shit. No, I'm finna heat your ass up. You can't outrun heat. Let's just say it like that. I ain't finna get, nah. But they respect me in terms of, and I'm so glad Texas is an open carry state. No shit. No shit. I got shit to do. So getting your ass out the way is gonna be small. With no society, be glad I got your ignorant ass out the way. And I ain't talking about taking you out unalive. No. I'm finna make sure your ass don't run up on me no more. You ain't gonna have no knees, no legs. But you always say, don't fuck with him. He crazy. He stick forks in his school classmate forehead, so leave him alone. He's stupid. Oh shit. So you ain't gonna be seeing me, you know, I'm not doing this for clickbait. Man, if I was to just take pictures of everything that I be doing behind the scenes and recording these meetings and shit and when I'm out there in the streets, right? Man, it'll probably, a lot of people say, yeah, that'll probably blow up. Nah, I'm like this here. Listen, don't exploit people's crisis. Number one, never exploit people's crisis. The people that'll come up here and go in this conference room in the future, in the near future, to sit down and have an open discussion with y'all live, right? Are people who look at themselves or consider themselves as people, hey, look, I just want people to know what it's like out here. I want people to know how my situation got me in this position to where I'm homeless. Those people are the core of the storehouse in terms of you hearing it straight from people that this is what they do every day. This is how they survive. So the goal is, of course, like I said, eventually we'll have a storehouse, which will actually be a house that nobody is like. It's not transitional shelter. It's like you come here. If we got a room, if we got a bed, you go to sleep tonight. But you're part of the organization. You're not. We're not just trying to randomly. In other words, the city of Houston, Salvation Army, and all these other organizations and churches and mega churches in Houston, they got a whole lot more money than me. So I know I can't stamp out homelessness. So I can be selective, right? And as things grow, then I can be even more selective, in meaning that I can help more people. But for the time being, a storehouse environment, it may be a 4 bedroom house. Okay, well I don't want to mix women and children in a house with men. So my thing is when I look at the number of beds available for men versus the number of beds available for women and children is far many more. So, and then not only that, there's less liability risk when, say, when you're dealing with a child. So you got all these here state and local and federal regulations and all these rules and restrictions and so on and so forth, and you got to do this. I don't want to be all in all that shit, right? So if there's a storehouse for women, yeah, and then a storehouse for men. But right now it's a storehouse. The first house will be for men. And you're going to see the house. And you're going to actually see me and the homeless people and people in the community and volunteers get this here house, restore it, remodel it, refurbish it, whatever. And then that'll be the first storehouse. You're going to actually see it with your own two eyes. And that's pretty much how we're going to approach it. What time is it? 7:31. So my first line of business starts about 9 o'clock. That's why I'm stalling in this morning conversation to see if anybody needs a mini read. If you need a mini reading, let me give y'all one card. Y'all be coming here for these doggone cards. Boy, I tell y'all. Y'all some tarot fiends. Some of y'all tarot fiends. Yeah, you is. Y'all the one came up with that name. Some of y'all said tarot crackheads. Ivory, show a damn card. I told you it's more about me, folks, than just tarot. I do tarot because it's fun. You can really help people. You can give people clarity and clarification and confirmation. You can make people feel good with tarot, right? You know how I be sometimes. I be doing my thing, and I see in the comeback in the comment. I know his sorry ass was doing that. I knew his sorry ass went back to his baby mama. I remember one time somebody's significant other was in the damn live. Y'all, who remember that? But that person, that brother ended up emailing me, and he was like, Ivory, whatever I could do, whatever you could do to help me, I got to get my baby back. I fucked up, man. The email was just so plain. So now, call it. Who want to call in right now? I want to have some fun. Who want to call in? You talk about anything you want to talk about. You talk about what we was talking about. You can talk about how you ran across my crazy ass. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Boom. The Ivory Tarot hotline is now open. Call me. Let me get y'all the number. Who gonna call me? I ain't worried about y'all. You want to hack this here? Hack it. It goes up there to that damn front desk and then the chase and some more shit. You can hack this all you want to. This ain't none of my shit. So I can give y'all this number. But this is my business number, though. Hold on. My office number. Hold on. Y'all can call me right now. Call me. Call me if you need someone to talk to. Call me. Got the patcher, damn one T. Call me. Call me. I dare you. I dare you. Call me. There it is. I got it. Hold on. I'm slow at typing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Call me. Here you go. This ain't a chat line now. This is a hotline. That means this line is hot. Who gonna call me right now? I dare you. You got to identify yourself too. Call me. Tarot hotline. Shit. What tarot reader got a tarot hotline? I tell you what, call me. That's all I'm gonna say is call me. Who gonna be the first? Who gonna be the first? Who that said that? Who gonna, who gonna be the first tarot? Hey Rico, who gonna be the first tarot junkie that called me? Call me, Rico. And call me. I dare you. Call it. Call it crazy dude. Call me. Watch what happened. It's gonna be popular. See, y'all ain't calling now. Y'all scared. Hey, if you want to talk about Waldo, hit your boy up. You want to talk about Waldette, his sister, hit your boy up. Call him. Look at that. Y'all scared. Why my phone ain't ringing? Now, eventually it's going to be ringing out the hook. Or when you call, it's going to be busy, right? Yeah. Watch. 2026. Oh. Damn, don't nobody want to talk to me? Okay, they'll pull one card. Baby boy. Don't nobody want to talk to me. So what? I don't care. Let me get one card, Spirit. One energy check. What's the energy like for the overall live chat right now? Call me. Ro. Call me. Who else in here? Grace, call me. Anybody call? Y'all want to call me? That's sad. Y'all want to call me. Energy check for the soul. Right now. Oh, shit. Damn. Hey, this ain't no quickie now. We don't do quickies on this channel. 15 minutes, 10 minutes. That's y'all current energy. I experience what the energy like right now in the live chat. Boy. 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. That's some good ass energy. So y'all about y'all money. Y'all got a lot of ideas. Somebody coming up with a business plan right now. Somebody might not be single for long either. Ace of Wands and 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, your ass single now. Current energy right now for the live chat. Call me. I done gave y'all my phone number. Y'all won't call me? That's all right. Oh, shit. Somebody ready. Damn. So we got an Ace of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. We got Cancer, Virgo, Aries energy. Hold on. What's the energy like right now? The live chat. That means live chat. The people that talking. Who in here? Y'all in here commenting. Here you go. Here you go. That's. Oh shit, man. Y'all, who you be? Whoever you is in this live chat. I hope it's me. You straight. You straight. Something major's gonna go in your favor. Justice. Something major. This whoever in the live. If you ain't comment, if you ain't said nothing, you ain't participated, you ain't liked, you ain't subscribed, you ain't did nothing. This ain't for you. This for whoever in the comment, whoever to subscribe, whoever to like. That's the live chat. Justice. Something major is gonna go in your favor. I hope it's the day. Bottom of the deck. Look at that. That ain't good. Six of sword in reverse. Where was you going? Somebody can't come towards you. Or somebody went back. Did somebody go back to somebody they were married to? Or if it's dealing with legal, somebody got to go back to court. I hope they ain't got to go back to jail with that chariot. One of y'all in this live chat. Somebody can't go forward. Somebody cannot progress. With the Six of Swords upside down, that's like trouble coming. Because before the Six of Swords, you got that crazy ass energy, the Five of Swords. So somebody went back. Either to jail with that charity and justice, or somebody see you as trouble coming. And they waiting on your ass. If you in the live chat, you see somebody coming back. You know they coming back. You know they ass trouble. You waiting on them, huh? Hold on. What's the T on this here? Justice Spirit. My T. Y'all see, y'all always give me the digging and shit. You know. That's what y'all like. Oh, tarot junkies. I didn't say that. What's the name? Rico said they called y'all tarot junkies. What's the T on this justice? Whoever commented, whoever subscribed, whoever in the live chat, I just ask Spirit whoever. This for the live chat. This for the live chat. If you ain't fed shit, you ain't did shit, you ain't right. This ain't for you. No, this ain't for you. Alright. Spirit, what's T on this justice? Y'all what? Somebody in the live chat, you know somebody coming back. They with that shit. Mm-hmm. It don't have to be an Aquarius either. Mm-hmm. Or somebody is, or justice is blocking somebody from coming back towards y'all. However, and with the chariot, they ain't gonna be able to. They ain't gonna be able to. If they come to you wrong, with justice in the chariot, they gonna lose. Right. So I ask Spirit, who is this coming back? That y'all know they coming back in Six of Swords in reverses. They coming back with trouble. They coming back with that shit. What's the T on the bottom? Y'all waiting on their asses. Dust it. Dust. Y'all gonna dust that. Y'all gonna dust that ass off. Ooh wee. Don't y'all get to fighting now. So why is this person coming back? Y'all finally finna put the final nail in the coffin. This is the final. This is it. Victory, justice, the chariot, victory. Whoever is coming towards y'all with this damn problem, this trouble. You know they ass is coming. You know if they come, they coming with this shit, and then they gonna be there's other folks with them too. It's more folks in this goddamn boat. Unless they ain't got no vehicle and somebody whoever paddling this boat, it could be public transportation, a train, or air, or whatever. I don't know. Oh, well, looky. Who is y'all in this live chat? Somebody called me. If this is your situation, I'm telling you, somebody coming back towards you with some trouble. And you waiting on them. That chariot could be the police with this justice. If they come back with that bullshit, their ass gonna get locked up. Stick a fork in their forehead. Send them to me. I like bullies. Threatening, intimidating, threatening. Bottom of the deck. So the T on this justice, somebody asks, if somebody worked from the criminal justice system been threatening you in law enforcement, or somebody else might be going to jail for something they did criminally. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Bottom of the deck scarcity tactics. Hold on. Listen, sisters. Listen, sisters. Let's say you done dealt with somebody in the past and shit. They dipped on you. They quietly left your life, didn't say shit, or you calmly moved on from somebody's bully ass, threatening ass. Now, if this person want a six of sword in reverse, come back to you with trouble because you getting your income tax and they asses is broke. They broke. Y'all gonna be like this. Get your, where it said that car said dust off. I just like to say dust your ass off. Y'all be like, get your dusty broke ass away from me. I'm gonna call the police. It's income tax time. Here they ass come broke. Person broke. Sorry ass. Now, if you ain't participated in the live chat, if you ain't said shit, if you ain't subscribed, if you ain't commented, if you ain't hit the like button, the notification bell, this ain't for you. This for the ones that participated in the live chat. So if one of y'all, they broke. That's why they ain't bringing their ass back. They ain't shit. They a problem. Look what's underneath scarcity tactics. I'm going to show it to you. The deck right here. Look at what's underneath scarcity tactics. They ain't shit. Gonna come and try to bully their way back in your life. Cause you getting ready to get that income tax check. Yeah. And they sorry ass. But what they being hunted about? Oh, they ain't got no, I'm telling you, they coming back if they ain't got no goddamn where to go. Somebody said, Lord, please guide this man to a long and healthy life so he can leave me alone. Scarcity. They ain't got shit. They broke, so they want to come and try to bully. For somebody person, they could have robbed or bullied or took something from somebody, and they asses went to jail. Somebody said, okay, he said, what zodiac sign? Let me get some zodiacs out here. Let's see if I got some yaks in the cup. Yeah, I got some yaks in the cup. Let me get these yaks out of here. Let me get some yaks. Y'all got time for some yaks? I ain't got to do nothing 9 o'clock. Y'all got time for some yaks? Somebody said it's cuffing season. Hey, man, ain't nobody call me. Y'all be flies. Y'all be fake like y'all fuck with me. Y'all don't fuck with me. Because y'all know y'all supposed to been to call this damn phone by now. I know you hear it. You better be glad I ain't got y'all phone number, because I call y'all. Yeah. Ask you why you in my life. What is Zodiac for this live chat? What is Zodiac? Thank you, Spirit. Who is Zodiac? The number, I got the number posted up there. You don't see the number? It's up there. Oh, okay, then now I took it down. Carico. Hold on. Somebody said, what the number? What the number, Ivory? There go the number right now, the hotline. Yeah, call me. Ivory Tarot Hotline. That's what we gonna call this shit. Look at that. There you go. Hello?
Hey, Ivory.
Peace and holding. What's up?
Nothing much. This Roro. I was just calling and say hey.
Uh-oh.
Let you know that I was giving nobody else wasn't.
You was what now?
I said I'm giving you a phone call and don't nobody else call you. I called you today.
Said don't nobody else know what now?
Let me take my headphones on. I said if don't nobody else call you, I said I called you today.
All right, now, y'all heard that. Where Roro at? Hold on. Let me show Roro some love. So if there's nobody else called me, Roro called me. Now. What's up with you, Roro?
Nothing much. I'm sitting at work right now. We kind of snowed in this morning.
Ooh, man. Snowed in. That's not a good one. That's not good. I don't like that snow. I got a question for you, and then you might get you a free question.
Okay.
Can you name two of the zodiac? I got 4 zodiac dice on the table. Can you call out 2 of them?
Is it just a guess?
Yeah, you just guessing 2 zodiacs. I got 4 zodiac dice on the table, and I want you to guess 2 of them. Then we're gonna give you a free question.
Okay. I'll guess Leo and Libra.
You got it. Ooh. I'm finna show it to you. She said Leo. Boom. She watching. She can see it. And then she said Libra. Now, if you guess these other 2, I'm gonna give you a mini reading, free.
Uh-oh. And I'm gonna tell you right now,
hold
I
on,
didn't even see you
hold on.
any of them.
Okay, hold on, Roro. Now, y'all tarot crackheads, y'all tarot junkies, y'all gonna start calling in once I start getting away free shit. Y'all ain't gonna get ready to hustle me though. All right, guess 2 more, Roro. If you guess 2 more, I'm gonna get these other 2 I got on the table.
Let's say Scorpio and Aquarius.
Wonk, wonk, wonk. No, we didn't get what we didn't get. I ain't mean to say it like that, but no, the other 2. Hey, Rico King, you wanted to know the zodiac. See, Rico, you could have called in, Rico. That's all right. I got my girl Roro on the phone. We got Taurus. And that Taurus can be with this Justice Venus energy with this Libra. Hold on for a second. And then we got Pisces. So those are your 4 zodiacs. Somebody's person, or not somebody's person, but there's an energy of somebody that's a bully. They asses either did something that was criminally, and they may have went to jail, or they going back to jail. They asses is broke. They ain't shit. According to the card, they ain't shit. And they ass is being hunted, and their ass got to move. They ass been into some fake accounts, so this person's been into some illegal shit online. Yep, they steal your ideas and shit. What the hell is here? Steal your ideas, copy your work, duplicate, feeds off of your energy, talking shit. They ain't shit. It's 3 of them. Look at this shit. All right, go ahead. Give me your question. What's your question?
So I guess I want to know. I don't even, you know me, I never have a question really because I always be general.
Oh, they always be general. All right, y'all. So the live chat card of the day is the justice clarified with somebody threatening, talking shit. They ain't shit. Anyway, we done with that. So we're gonna get to her question. All right. Let me ask you see. Let me see this here then. All right. We'll get you a LOVE. Spirit, what do Roro needs to know about LOVE? Whether she's looking or not, what does she need to know? Just give me a love message for Roro. For calling in to Ivory's Tarot Hotline. Look at that. We got Roro on the phone, y'all. She says cold, where they at?
Yeah, dude.
Make the effort. The card says, Roro, make the effort. Then it says what? Great love is worth taking the steps you got to take. So it's going to require you to do something. If you want some love in your life, it's going to require Roro to do something. Give me one love message. What she need to know? Anything about love she need to know. She got to make the first effort. Okay. Or make the effort, rather, not the first effort. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualization help bring you together. So if you want your soulmate, you're going to have to put forth an effort. There it is. Bottom of the deck. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And it don't have to be you. Because in other words, the way I tell people is when you're reading energy, you got masculine and feminine. So the feminine side of her may desire, right, a soulmate, so to speak. But spirit is warning her, either she need to be careful and not get involved with someone that's codependent. For example, they ain't got a job, they need money, they ain't got no car, they ain't got nowhere to stay, they this, they that. Don't get caught up in the codependency aspect of it. So your question is surrounding, oh yeah, you and somebody else could be retreating, getting away, but that could be somebody else that's needy, or they want to be with you, or whatever. It's codependent energy, but they got some addictions or they got some problems. But whoever this here retreat, calling in your soulmate retreat, this could be the one. Damn. Then he got another card behind that. It said wedding. What you done met somebody? You ain't tell me.
I didn't. No, I didn't tell you yet, but we're here now.
Oh, you done met somebody?
I did, and he is Scorpio. My God.
Ooh, that could be the one. You're going to have to put forth an effort, though. This could be the one. Well, look it. All right, so we got Roro. All right, well, I appreciate you calling in. And being and because everybody else scared. Now when they start getting this here free stuff, watch, they gonna start calling in. Then I ain't giving you nothing.
Listen, I'm an Aquarius. You know we ain't scared.
No, Aquarius ain't scared. They ain't never scared. Look at that.
Never.
Ooh, look at these cut cards though for this live chat. So we got the Hierophant and Justice. Somebody in trouble. If you on the positive side, it's gonna work out in your favor. Whoever you are in the live chat, it's gonna work out in your favor. All right. Thank you, Roro.
Thank you, Ivory.
Keep me posted now. Make sure you send me a invitation now, even if I can't physically be there. I want an invitation.
All right.
All right.
All right, later.
Appreciate you. Thank you, got it. Thank you, Roro. All right, y'all. We're going to get ready to get out of here now. It's 8 o'clock. I got to go and get all jiffed up and spiffed up and get ready for the day. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate your continued support. CIARA, you have until Friday, 6:17 a.m. to claim your $100. You got to email me if you're not in the line, because I won't know. But if you email me, CIARA, if you get this message, email me. It's in the description box of this video, so I can send you this $100 cash. You put it right in your hand. Other than that, support the channel. Put something in the bucket. When you put something in the bucket, you are helping Storehouse Outreach of Greater Houston. All right. We'll see y'all the next live. Peace.